Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to record this video just because I'm gonna be recommending you guys some of my favorite TV shows. I feel like I am certified to recommend you guys some of these shows just because I am a binge watcher, and these shows are either my favorite shows I've rewatched, or just shows that I love. I'm gonna be giving you guys the title, the year they were filmed / aired, summary, and my favorite character. The Vampire Diaries. It was filmed / aired 2009 all the way to 2017. This show is honestly hard to summarize just because you need to be careful on how you summarize it, because you could literally spoil the whole TV show. It's basically about three main characters, two brothers, Stefan and Damien Salvatore, and one girl, which is Elena Gilbert. They're in a town called Mystic Falls, Virginia. It does include vampires, witches, werewolves, and a couple of more supernatural stuff. And my favorite character, it's either Stefan or Elena. The next show is The Originals. The years are 2013 through 2018. This show is basically about the original vampires, Klaus, Rebecca, and Elisha Michelson, and the rest of their siblings. They try to find a home in a place called New Orleans, a city they built just to get forced out by their father. After a century, they returned to find out Marcel has taken over as the new king. Klaus was of course not happy, and he wants to take it all back from Marcel. This show does include witches, werewolves, vampires, and many more supernaturals. My favorite character has to be Klaus, Rebecca, and of course Elisha. The next show is The Legacies, 2018 all the way to 2022. This show is in Mystic Falls. It has a new generation of protectors. The Salvatore School is home to Hope Michelson, daughter of Klaus and Haley, Alaric twins, Lizzie and Josie, and some other supernaturals who are becoming of age. Together they learn about folklores and tales to fight their enemies and attempt to balance the world. This show is a show mix of the Vampire Diaries and The Originals. For you guys to understand The Legacies, of course you guys need to watch these three shows in order: The Vampire Diaries, The Originals, and of course The Legacies. These three shows have a mix, and they all do have a connection throughout the seasons. And my favorite character has to be Hope Michelson. Teen Wolf. Oh my god, I have not watched this show in just over a year, but I love this show. This show was one of the TV shows I loved so much. This show was from 2011 all the way to 2017, which is a long time ago. Honestly, I can't summarize this show without it getting spoiled, but it's basically about Scott, who becomes a werewolf after he got bitten by Alpha werewolf. This is not a spoiler, it literally shows it in the first episode. It's basically about Scott trying to balance his life with his teenage life. The town where it takes place, it's called Beacon Hills. With the help of his best friend Styles, he learns more about the supernatural world and his abilities. Eventually, it turns into a group of friends with supernatural abilities. They all try to save their town. My favorite character has to be Scott and Styles. I just love the chemistry they both have, and they're such good best friends. Another TV show is Shadowhunters. This show was from 2016 to 2018 just because it got cancelled, but I feel like this show was super good. This show is about Claire, who lived in Brooklyn. On her 18th birthday, she discovers that she is a shadow hunter, also known as a human angel who hunts demons. After her mother was kidnapped, Claire teamed up with Jace, Alaric, and Isabel, who are also shadow hunters, as well as her best friend Simon. I cried so much with Simon. Oh my god. To find out where her mother is, she has to find out about her past. This show does include vampires, werewolves, and warlocks. My favorite character has to be Clary. Another show is Charmed. This one was from 2018 all the way to 2022. It's about three sisters, Mal and Maggie, and their half-sister Macy. They are known as the Charmed Ones, which are the most powerful witches. They found out about the magical powers after their mother died, which is super sad, and it's not a spoiler because it's literally in the first episode as well. Each sister has a unique power that grows and evolves over the course of their lives. They use the power of three to protect innocent lives from evil. My favorite character, I'm not too sure just because I like all three sisters and their lives change throughout the season, so it's really hard to know who's my favorite. I really like the supernatural TV shows. I love those shows a lot. Another show is The Flash from 2014 all the way to 2023. This show is a recent show that just ended, which has me heartbroken because I just love the DC world and I love Barry. I love him so much. This is an easy show to summarize just because it's about the fastest man alive, who's named Barry Allen. His normal job is a forensic science, and eventually he becomes the Flash after being struck by lightning. Barry uses his powers to fight crime and fight other metahumans like him, with the help of his friends and superheroes like the Arrow and many more, to save the people from his town called Central City. This show is insane. Every episode counts, so if you miss a certain episode or a certain frame of an episode, you're missing a lot of information about the show because each episode connects to each other, each season connects to each other, and you for sure have to watch the other DC shows in the CW to sometimes understand, just because they do have a lot of collabs, and oh my god, this show is just the best. My favorite character, of course, is the fastest man alive, Barry Allen / The Flash. I could just keep talking about this show a lot. The next show is Supergirl, 2015 to 2021. Basically a teenage girl with Superman's powers who was sent to Earth to protect them. She was lost in space, but once she landed on Earth, she saw that Superman didn't need her protection, so she just started her own life. At the age of 24, she worked for Cat Grant in National City as Kara. She struggles to balance her life responsibilities to protect the city with her human responsibilities. Along the way, friends help out, and we can't forget about her superhero friends / aliens. This show is also insane, connects each episode, each frame counts. My favorite character is, of course, Kara / Supergirl. Another show is Pretty Little Liars from 2010 to 2017. It's about five friends, Ara, Emily, Spencer, Hannah, Allison, in a town called Rosewood, Pennsylvania. They live their life after 1 year of Allison missing just to start receiving messages from a person called A, who they believed is Allison just because they know their secrets that only Allison knew. The girls must work together to protect their families, relationships, and themselves from A. This show is insane, and when you freaking find out who A is, oh my god, it's a plot twist. You did not even picture that as being A. But I am not sure who's my favorite character just because they all live a different life throughout the seasons. And lastly, one of my newest favorite TV shows is Outer Banks. It's from 2020 to now because they are filming a new season, which I am very excited. This show is a Netflix original, so if you guys want to go watch it on Netflix. It's basically about a group of teenagers, the Pogues. They search for a legendary treasure. It takes place in the Outer Banks. The show is set in the coastal town that divides the Cooks and the Pogues, the rich and the broke. John B is the main of the group who believes the treasure is connected to his father's disappearance. The treasure takes the Pogues in a crazy adventure filled with enemies, love triangles, and a lot of unspoken secrets. This show is insane, and it drives me insane when I sometimes watch it because what the freak. I am not sure who my favorite character is just because it could either be John B or JJ, but it all depends. But I can't wait for the new season, so I'm very excited for this show. Those are some of my favorite TV shows. If you guys want me to do a part 2, let me know down below, and I of course will do it for you guys. I have a lot of TV shows that I've watched I have a lot of recommendations for you all. These shows are the shows that I've rewatched and that I just go back to if I can't find a new TV show. But don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below telling me what's your favorite TV show. Bye guys.